the Niners signed a guy from the Rams. His name is Samson Ebukam. I know for a fact the Niners really liked him. Saleh talked to me about this guy. Really good player. He's kind of like the Kyle Juszczyk of the defense in the sense that you can use him a lot of different ways. Plays very hard. Really good pro. Coaches love him. Plays about 40% of the snaps. On the Rams, he was a starter for them, but then when they would go to their nickel defense, they'd take him off the field. So a little bit like Juszczyk, he's getting paid about the same as Juszczyk. It seems like the Niners are getting the best part-time players in the league, which is great. What do you think of this?
I think the most interesting thing you said in that whole little preamble was that Saleh talked to you about him.
It's true.
What do you mean Saleh talked to you about him? Did he do it in a press conference?
No, it was private, me and him. This was back in 2018 when the Rams were playing the Patriots before the Super Bowl. And I asked him to just preview the Super Bowl for me. And he was
going through. Yeah. Hold on. So you talked privately on that one occasion to Saleh?
Yes, I did.
Did you on other occasions?
I did, absolutely. In fact, I did.
On the phone or texting?
Both.
So you're telling me that you were talking for several years privately to the defensive coordinator of the Niners?
That's correct. That is correct.
Wow. I think I can
say that now that he's got his.
He's with the Jets.
He's with the Jets.
So the biggest piece of news was not about this linebacker. As far as I'm hearing, you had a direct line to the defensive coordinator.
That's correct. Yes.
How did that come about, Iggy?
Well, it was funny. We started talking about. I reached out to him and asked him to break down this game for me, and he did it off the record. He's like, I don't want my name to be attached to this because I'm gonna be candid. He nailed this game. Anyway, we talked after that, and he said, I didn't really want to help you that much with that one article. I want to help you with your career. It seems to me that you have a lot to offer football, but you're getting nowhere in your career, and maybe you should do things a little differently. Maybe you should do some film breakdowns, educate the fans instead of just riling them up, because as much as people love drama, they also love information. It's the age of information. I remember that was the whole pitch he gave me. I felt like I was one of his underperforming players. And he's like, look, I believe in you, man. You can do this. And I was like, thank you, coach. And ever since then, I feel like my career has kind of taken off. So in a lot of ways, I feel like Robert Saleh was a gift from the heavens for me at the right time in my life.
So I want to summarize, because this is we were talking about this pass rusher, but this is much more interesting. So you're saying that the engine for your career was the defensive coordinator of the Niners.
I would say that, yes.
He really liked you, and because of talking about film breakdown, you did it, and that was Robert Saleh's idea.
That's correct. He pointed me in that direction.
Yes, he did. And he also told you, as far as I recall, most of the coaches didn't like you on the team, but he did.
He did say that, yes. Yes.
And, And sometimes when he was a little insecure before games, he would text you and tell you what he was, I'm going up against such and such an offense. I worry about this and that. He sort of unburdened himself to you.
That's true. And he never thought he was going to, the way he texted me, he always felt like he didn't think he was going to become a head coach. I was like, Saleh, you're not going to be worrying about this. This defense is not your problem next. Not that he had a problem with his defense. His defense was great. It's like he kept planning for the future. Like, hey, when we get Bosa back and this and that. I was like, dude, you're going to be a head coach next year. He's like, oh, God willing, man. God willing. It's like he didn't want to jinx it. It always was so cute to me.
So, Iggy, I'm going to summarize some more. I know we were supposed to be talking about this is a better topic. And you can make a separate segment on this. And God love you that you have me as a dad, that I saw that.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say this stuff, but if you want me to talk about it, I can talk about it.
Who is it hurting?
Nobody.
Who's this hurting now?
It's not hurting nobody.
I don't think so. Saleh, he couldn't care less. And Kyle, what's he going to say? He's going to think that actually you have something to offer.
Yeah.
I want to say that you performed in certain ways for Saleh a psychiatric function.
I think I did too. Yeah. I was constantly saying, like, you're good. You're good, man. You're going to do great this week. What are you talking about? Also, when he would have a bad game and things would go bad, he could come to me and be like, Grant, could you please explain to the fans that this is what I was trying to do? Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah. And so in fact, he got something. It was a quid pro quo. He got something out of it too.
No doubt.
Yeah. Now, I would say one time Bill Walsh, because he used to call me, he was very insecure, as people now know. And he once said to me, "Boy, Lowell, you perform a psychiatric function for me. I should have charged him a nickel." And anyway, what you did with Salah was resonated with that. One other thing, when you got the job at Sports Illustrated, what did he text you?
He texted me and said that, congratulations. He said, "Is this like becoming a position coach on a football team?" And I said, "Yeah, basically it's like that." He's like, "Well, yeah, way to go." So he called me right away. That was really nice.
He was very nice about it.
He was very nice about it. Very complimentary.
And one other thing, at one point, Eric Armstead got angry at you. What did he tell Eric Armstead?
I don't know what he told Eric Armstead.
Okay.
I don't remember what he told Eric Armstead. I know what he told me. He said, "Great, you got to remember, man, they're all kids and they've never been criticized before. They're all kids."
Yes, he was so wise. That's what he told you.
Yeah, they're all kids, man. What do you expect? I was like, look, it's okay. It's all right.
Right, and it modified your approach to his player. Iggy, that was a very good answer, and it was better than the question I asked. Okay, I think I'm done with the Salah, except, Robert, God love you. You were so kind to my son, and we wish you all the best in the Meadowlands.
But I think what Niner fans would be interested to hear is how we tie this all together is this Samson Ebukam guy. Salah told me about him like 3 years ago. I know the Niners have thought very highly of this guy. They play in the same division as him. They must think that there's something there, that he's got a lot more upside than he showed on the Rams. I remember Salah didn't even know his name. He's like Ebukam, I don't know, number 50. He's really good. And that's how coaches are. I don't really know these players' names. They know the numbers because they watch it on film. Ooh, 50. 50, I like 50. So they were talking about 50 for a while. He might have had a different number back then. I don't know. Anyway, the Niners got a guy that Salah liked. And I've always felt if Salah likes someone, that means Shanahan likes him too. They always were basically in lockstep in their opinions of players. So I guess Shanahan's had his eyes on him for a while, but that wasn't really what we were talking about. I'm glad that you made me tell that because that was my little secret for the last 3 years.
Is that bad that we told it?
Nah, he got his job with the Jets. I kept that a secret for then, and I helped him. I would like to think that I helped him get a head coaching job. I mean, I've campaigned for him endlessly for 2 or 3 years. I think I performed more of a function for him than his agent did, but I'm sure his agent did some good things too.